26-42, a touchdown, but most importantly, a win. 23-20 victory over the Arizona Cardinals, and another victory for trekking all the way up to the concourse level. Thank you.
You signed some autographs on the way in?
Yeah, it was awesome. That's why I was late. Sorry about that.
Sam, we so appreciate you being here. Now your 7th game-winning drive over the last 2 seasons, tied for Mahomes for the most over that span. Take us through that last minute.
Yeah, obviously Kyler and the boys, Cardinals offense did a great job of getting down there. And, I knew that we had enough time, especially when they got that penalty on the kickoff. I knew we were only going to need 20 yards for J-My to, potentially get in field goal range and win the game for us. So when they, played man on that last play, I was kind of licking my chops there and knew I had a one-on-one chance to Jax.
Yeah, and what about the chemistry with, we call him Jax?
Jaxon Smith-Njigba?
Yeah. JSN, Jaxon Smith-Njigba.
If you want to call him by his full name, go ahead.
I've been working on his name.
Luck.
So Jax there, what about the chemistry with him? No catches in the first half, 4 in the second half. Obviously a great start to the season for him with you.
Yeah, no doubt. Jax is, right when I got here in OTAs, we just had a great chemistry. He's a great route runner. He's so fluid. Just the way that he, gets in and out of breaks. It's very predictable as a quarterback, but it's not predictable to the defense. And I think that's something special that makes a great receiver. And, we're just going to keep growing with each other.
Sam, I look at last year, your success with Minnesota, going on another team this year. You walk into a locker room, you're getting to know guys, the building, the people, and really the philosophy of who they are. What are some of those things from your time last year to now this year that you feel like you've grown or experienced?
Yeah, I think, you grow and you learn every single year in this league. And for me, it was just going to Minnesota, and it's going to sound cliche, and I say it all the time, but just doing my job every single day. And, I think I said it 100 times on Shrimp's podcast, but shout out to Shrimp's podcast.
Appreciate it. There you go.
Exactly.
You go, Shrimp. My God.
No, but it was, that's just what my job, in Minnesota was pretty straightforward. It was, march the ball down the field, convert third downs, take care of the football and put the ball in the end zone. And when you don't complicate it and you make it about that, the game comes a lot easier. I'm not saying it's easy, but it comes easier.
You were really efficient in the first half, but Jackson didn't even have a target or a catch. What went into that? I mean, obviously you're just playing offense, going to the right guy. Second half, he has 4 catches for 79 yards. What changed?
Yeah, I think, it's just how the game goes sometimes, and you know that, and the way that they were playing him, we got to look at the tape and see how we can, kind of make adjustments when teams want to play him a certain way. But, I felt like he got his ops in the second half, and we took full advantage of it.
So, Sam, you guys got a little mini bye here now. You got about 10 days coming off. What are you looking forward to getting in there, watching that tape? What do you think needs to happen to make this offense keep growing?
Yeah, I think for us, we just got to, first of all, take a breather, take a few days off and come back with an urgency to work, because there's a lot, I'm not going to harp on it too much, but there's a lot to get better from tonight. I feel like we didn't, we weren't as efficient as what we wanted to be out there. And, but we're just going to look at the tape, continue to get better and get our bodies right throughout this weekend.
Sam, Fitz had made a comment before you got up here and talking about this is why they brought in a guy like Sam Darnold. You seem completely unfazed by these big moments. Why?
Yeah, I think just experience. I've had experience, unfortunately, of being on the other end of it. And I think at the end of the day, like, just treating these situations like practice. Taking care of the football, obviously the defense can hit you. So that's a little bit of a difference between practice and the game. But just taking care of the football first and foremost, because you don't want to, give the ball to the other team. Now they can just kick a field goal and win the game. Understanding kind of situational football. But when they give you a chance to be able to, make that 15, 20-yard gain when that's all you need to kick a field goal and win, you got to take it. And also, when they give you checkdowns in 2-minute situations, being aware of when they're giving you that as well.
Hey, Sam, I got to ask you, your young rookie, Gray Zabel, I don't know if you know this, you're going to be disappointed in him. He gave up his first pressure of the entire season in week 4. Man. It's only one of them, though. Yeah. That was his first one. How ridiculous is this? Just see a young guy come in, have this kind of success, and just talk about that group in general.
Yeah, Gray's got to be a lot better. That's unacceptable. No, but Gray's been amazing. Just his energy, I would say, just coming into the building every single day. He's so charismatic. He had so much to the group. But that group up front, man, from where they started in OTAs and to where they are now, there's still room to grow. We all got room to grow, but I just feel like, their urgency every single day in the building has been outstanding, and we're just going to continue to work together and go from there.
I think the adversity that you faced at the beginning of your career has helped you. It hasn't been a straight line to get here, but sometimes for me, I needed somebody to believe in me when I didn't believe in myself. Your relationship with Clint Kubiak and how that's gone so far.
Yeah, Clint's the man. Clint Kubiak's he's a great guy. Obviously, I knew him in 23 when I was in San Francisco. Spent quite a time with him and his brother Clay Kubiak. Shout out to Clay. And
hey, Clay.
He's a great play caller. He understands offense. And he understands what a defense is trying to do, and just our conversations on the sidelines, I think have continued to improve throughout the season, and we're just going to continue to get to know one another off the field, and so that we can go on the field and just understand exactly what each other are thinking.
Sam, because you're the consummate leader, we got to talk about the defensive side of the ball. First game that they've given up over 17 points, and it only happened towards the end. Speak to your defense and how helpful that is for you as a quarterback.
No doubt. Appreciate you teaming me up on that one.
You're welcome.
Can't leave them out.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Sherm?
No, our defense was incredible all night, especially in that first half, and then in the second half, just playing great football, and then our special teams doing what they do. I think all around, our team continues to play really good football when we need to, and we're just going to continue to clean up the details and work. But I'm really happy about the complementary of football that we're playing right now.
Talk about Mike McDonald's message, because it's consistently evolved, and it seems really consistent since he got you, he got Cooper Kupp. It seems like he has a really straight line approach. There's a lot of guys celebrating each other every day, every week. Please talk about his messaging to you guys.
But don't answer that before you take a drink of the water, because your assistant here made sure that you
We're grilling you right now.
You're hydrated.
Water, man. Calm you down a little bit.
Maybe you got to take your shirt off to.
You got unbutton it for him like Josh did.
It's funny you
we're
brought.
good.
Wait. I want you to answer Sherm's question, then I have another one.
Well, no, I'm just kidding. Coop's been a great addition, man. I've kind of known him throughout the years, just bumping into him, on the field before games and stuff like that. But getting to know him as a person, the family man that he is, it directly reflects in the kind of teammate that he is. He truly cares about the team first, and him second, and that's what it is, and that's exactly how he treats his family. But he's an incredible teammate and someone that I lean on, when we need him. And then the football side of things, Coop is, as smart as they come when it comes to coverage and understanding that. And, throughout the week of practice, I, love kind of peppering him with questions, on certain leverage and the way
little
guys
dry replies. He knows everything. You know how he is.
Yeah, the 10-second pauses before he answers too.
Sam, we know we want to get you out of here. You got places to be, but Tone?
I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but your receiver, JSN, Jax, as you call him, he had a little holding call. And he had a little something to say to the referee. Did you see this tape yet? Because I'd love to see your reaction on this.
I saw it live. I don't know exactly.
You got to see his face.
So yeah, he gets the holding call right here. He doesn't like it. Look at the look on.
Oh, I did see this live.
That looks like me when my boys are fighting and I tell them to stop. That's the exact look they get.
He's definitely a dad.
I like Alex though. For him doing that, he's got a little something to him, the ref, and it's always good to have that out there.
Sam, I want to give you a little love real quick. Guys, we talked about people believing in you. With Kevin O'Connell last year, now this year with Clint Kubiak calling plays. Tonight he's 7 of 9 on air. We talk about pushing the ball down the field, Tony. You love this.
Yep.
On air yards 10 plus, right? 7 of 9 for 144 yards and a touchdown. Since 2024, he's got 2,953 yards. That is 345 more yards than any other quarterback in the NFL.
I'm talking about Sam.
Big math guy.
Push it down the
Big
field.
math guy.
Come on you, baby.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Sam, as somebody who's from Seattle, I know how much they love their Seahawks. They travel well. How are you enjoying this fan base?
They do. Whenever the home crowd has to go on silent, that's incredible. So I love these fans. I love being here. Love this team. So
I love it. Keep it going. Congratulations on another victory. Sam Darnold, everybody.
Take your shirt off.
I'm Carissa Thompson with Thursday Night Football. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see interviews with your favorite players, the best stories from the NFL, and of course the crazy things we get into during TNF Nightcap all season long. And remember, you can hang out with us live during Thursday Night Football each week only on Prime.